MTG Arena. I'm Lewis Stardust.
And I'm Tori of the Vast.
And we are the Scrybabies. We're generally Commander gameplay channel, but today we're playing Standard.
That's right, we are playing Secrets of Strixhaven Standard today. Thank you so much to Wizards and to Arena for having us for this challenge. We each had to pick a college and build a deck based off of what we picked. Lua, what did you pick?
Well, I don't know if you could tell based on what I'm wearing today, but I am a Boros girly through and through, and so I chose Lorehold College. I think I'm gonna pack some spice, maybe some punch. We'll see what goes on with my deck. What about you, Tori?
So I picked Silver Quill. I'm a big fan of all of the cards I saw in white and black for this set, especially some of the new mechanics. They look really, really fun and interesting, so I built a kind of aggro, mid-rangey deck, and I'm excited to see how it plays out. So, shall we get into the match?
Yeah, you're excited. I'm scared. Let's take a look at our decks.
All right, let's get into it. All right, so for this challenge, I have Silver Quill, and I built this deck called Repartee Time. It's based upon the mechanic Repartee. So I picked some pretty cool cards like Informed Inktright. This one's really cool. You get to make little inklings that fly. You also get to make inklings with Emeritus of Truce. I love this card because you could either give an inkling to yourself or your opponent, so that way they can have more creatures than you, so you could cast Swords to Plowshares. Relevant because we want a bunch of 1-mana cards to trigger the repartee. I got Daydream in here, so I can, blink a creature basically, give it a counter. And we also have Dig Site Inventory, gives a counter and Vigilance, and I can flash it back for 1, which is awesome. 1-mana removal spell that's also triggering repartee. It's exactly what we want in this deck. We have Honor, which is an Edge of Eternities card, but it's, again, giving a counter, and it's letting us draw a card. This card's great in the deck. Lecturing Scorn Mage is in here. This is a good early play. This thing can get huge considering it gets a +1/+1 counter whenever you trigger repartee. So if we get to put a counter on it, it'll get 2 instead of 1. That can get big real quick and real scary. Constellator's Duelist is in the deck. I really like this one because not only are you drawing a card, but you can trigger this and exile a creature, either your own or your opponent's. So if I need to get rid of a blocker, I could do that. Or I could just kind of blink this on the end step and draw another card if I'm behind and see what I get. The Charm is in here. This can give me counters, or I can exile a creature, some extra removal, or I can heal like someone. Going up against Lua, I do have to take a look at my sideboard. I'm not sure what she's come up with this Boros deck. But we have Dissection Practice in case she has a big board with Withering Curse. This is basically to try to get us to destroy a wide board with destroying the creatures if I gain life. We're probably going to want to have Rest in Peace depending on the flashback. I know that red has a lot of flashback cards, so this might be what we need. I'm not sure yet. End of the Hunt is another good removal spell. And Ajani's in here because I can make that board even wider if I need to. And also, he's in the story, so it's flavorful. But I'm excited to see how this goes, so let's get into the match.
All right, let's get to the deck text. Now, I mentioned I am, of course, Lorehold College. I'm a Boros girly through and through, and I'm looking for a deck that can really pack a punch, maybe cast some fun spells along the way, and I think I found it with this one. I know that Tori said she's prepared, but I'm prepared too with Emeritus of Conflict. This card is amazing. It's doing everything I want it to do. It's a red card that comes in as a 2/2 with First Strike for only 2 mana. And whenever I cast my 3rd spell each turn, this creature becomes prepared, which will allow us to cast Lightning Bolt. I honestly feel like Lightning Bolt is such a great staple, and any deck that is going to allow me to cast multiple Lightning Bolts and multiple cool cards like this are incredible. Let's talk about some of those instants and sorcerers in the deck. One of the first ones I put in this one is actually Tori's preview card, which is a Road. This is an amazing new white spell that says destroy target creature or planeswalker. Its controller may search their library for a basic land card, put it on the battlefield, tapped, and shuffle. I think it's pretty good. It's only 1 mana, and it'll be really funny if I get to play it against Tori. Mystical Archives are a huge part of Strixhaven, and so I thought it would be fun to include Burst Lightning in a deck that is, again, looking to really pack a punch. I think this card is awesome. I'm really excited to give it a try in this deck. We're also playing Impractical Joke and Ancestral Anger. These cards are going to be phenomenal with a theme that I have in mind. Let's take it over to some of the cutest creatures that are in this deck, including the cutest Goblin Bard I've ever seen, Molten Core Maestro. This is a 2/2 with Menace. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, you can put a +1/+1 counter on this creature. If 5 or more mana was spent to cast that spell at an amount of mana equal to this creature's power. So we're going to have a ton of red mana. We're going to do red mana things. This card is awesome. I'm also a huge fan of Hearted Academic. For Boros, you can play this 2/1 that has flying and haste. I can discard a card and this creature gains lifelink until end of turn, which I think will be really useful against what Tori is going to do to me. And then whenever one or more cards leave my graveyard, I can put a +1/+1 counter on target creature I control. I'm also playing Cosmic Grand Zenith, which I think is really fun, and those are all of the super fun cards in my deck. My mana base, I think, is pretty strong too. I'm also playing some cards in my sideboard like Exercise, Get Lost, Magebane Lizard, Rest in Peace, and Voice of Victory as well. We'll see if we need to make any swaps. I'm feeling pretty confident in my deck. Let's get to the game.
Tori versus Lua, classic matchup. Oh, I get to decide. We're gonna be on the play, of course, because this is a more aggressive deck. I got the Hope Singer, have a Road. Scorn Mage is kind of cool. Have the Duelist. This hand's not horrible, but it's not really what I want, because there's nothing I can do really on turn 2, but if we draw one of our other 1-mana cards, we should be okay, so let's just keep it and see what happens. My famous last words for me. Plus we have both lands that we need color-wise, so I'll take that. Sometimes you get stuck on the verge, and then it's, you know, you don't control a plains or swamp, and then you're stuck, and it's just a mess, so we'll see how it goes. I like that little... Where'd it go? Where are you? Get out of here. Someone's gotta clean all this up. So I think our turn 1 play here is gonna be Swamp, Scorn Mage. Hope it lives to the next turn, we'll see. Hoping I'm drawing a nice either 1-mana spell or 2-mana creature for turn 2. If not, we're just gonna see what happens. I don't really want to use this early game. We're hoping to save this for if there's a big creature in the deck or something really overpowered, but we gotta use it to have the repartee time, and we'll see. I really want to cast the Hope Singer. This is like my favorite card in the deck. I just love that you get to put a +1/+1 counter on everything. And it has lifelink too. And it flies, so it's just everything I like in a card.
I feel much better about keeping this Inspiring Vantage, a Mountain, Ancestral Anger, Emeritus of Conflict, and then of course my 2 Bird Clerics. What are we gonna dig for turn? For turn, we got a Dig Site Inventory. I think what we're gonna do is play this Inspiring Vantage tapped, and we're just gonna end our turn so we can have something to play, of course, next turn.
Oh, cool. That's exactly what we wanted to happen. We're gonna shock in this Godless Shrine. And we can play this. Now it's gonna be a 3/3 with Vigilance.
Yep, and gonna hit me for 13, but I feel really good about what I'm gonna play on this next turn, so let's see what we draw into. Okay, Plains, great, we have lands. Don't need to worry about lands. I'm very happy about that. Let's just go ahead and play that Plains first. And I think we're gonna go with this Flyer. It also has haste.
Ooh, this might be the card we have to erode if I don't get to make any of those Inklings. It's the only way we're gonna block.
All right, let's go to this damage and see if Tori's gonna block. She does have a mana open, so there's potentially a spell. Nope, no spell. All right.
Cast this. If I draw a land here, oh, we're cooking. All right, so we have choices. We can either play this Hope Singer, which is nice because we'll be able to just eat the Academic, because it's got 3 toughness. And then when I want to cast Dig Site Inventory and Erode, it'll trigger this. So we're gonna go ahead and cast the Hope Singer instead. Especially while she's tapped out. So I really don't want anything to happen to this. Alright, we're gonna attack with the 3/3.
Alright, you know what? I got some damage in the last turn, and I'll give it something. Let's go ahead and play our Mountain for turn. And then, is 2 flying birds better than 1? We get 4 damage across, and then Tori would send at least 4 back. maybe incentivizes her to not attack, or I can block with both of them. I would not be able to take out anything with those. So is it better to maybe we put a +1 counter? Okay, I think that's what we're gonna try to do, because maybe if she blocks, we both take out our birds, but we'll see. So I think I'm gonna play first. We'll do that.
Oh, okay. There's two. All right, so now we have a problem. Now we're probably gonna have to erode it because I don't have any. Ooh, yeah. Ooh, okay. That's an erode target for sure.
I don't think Tori's gonna easily take 5, but we'll see what she's gonna do.
So I can block this one. This will die. Actually, no. We'll take it. I don't want to fall for any tricks. And we're not afraid to lose life here. Alright. So we're gonna cast the Erode on the Hardened Academic. Trigger this.
Yeah, those will resolve. Very good. Let's resolve that. And yeah, we'll resolve saying goodbye by Birdie. I'm gonna search my library for a basic land card. I will absolutely take that. Let's do a Plains. Is that what we need? Let's just, yeah, I think that's fine. Let's get a Plains. All right. And she's gonna go in for 7, potentially. Nope, she's gonna go in for more. Let's just resolve all of those. Yep. Okay, never mind. I was feeling pretty good. Now I'm not feeling so confident. 8, 9, 10, 11. She's gonna bring me to 3. Oh no. That's not good. All right, we really need some removal on this turn. Otherwise, all right. Combo Grand Zenith. When comes my second spell, yeah, so whenever I cast my second spell, I can choose one of these. I don't really think that's gonna help me right now, girl, if I'm being honest with you. I can play this, and where access plus number cards name is anger in your graveyard. I don't have anything in my graveyard. Unfortunately, I don't think these are great pulls.
At this point, I'm just hoping to use the Duelist to exile one of these creatures to hopefully still get through. That way there's not enough blockers for all these attacks.
I can boost this a little bit. Let's try it. Okay.
Emeritus? The Emeritus that I was talking about? Alright, well we're at a bolt range at least for the creatures.
We have this red spell we can cast. It's the only thing in my graveyard. Okay. I don't think this does anything. I'm just gonna put it on there so we can get the lightning bolt effect and at least do that on Tori. Okay. You know, we're just here to lightning bolt. If that's the mini game we're playing, I'll happily take it. We're not gonna get through on this 8/8, which is massive. It's not gonna do anything. And at the most, it's gonna put 3 damage on the bird. We'll get 1 through. I'll have a blocker on the ground. So if I do 3 and she chooses to block with it, but I don't think she's gonna do that. I think, I don't know. Let's just try it. Put 3 on the bird. She's not gonna fall for it, and I think it was supposed to be on Tori, but honestly at this point, I think the writing's kind of at the wall, so we're just gonna go in and hope that next round is better. I'm gonna send my 1 big bird. I got to at least do the cool thing of casting 3 spells into a lightning bolt, so I'm happy to just go into the damage. I could have put 3 potentially on Tori, and that would have brought it to 6, but I don't think that would have gone the way that we wanted it to.
All right, we need a removal spell here. Or a 1 mana card I can cast to... Oh! Perfect! No land, though. We could try to see if we draw something. If only we drew a land. Actually, no, it wouldn't matter anyway. Alright, so we're hoping to draw a road here. Some kind of removal. Oh my god! Alright. Are we really just digging for removal with...
You know what? She doesn't need to make it any bigger. I am tapped out, but she's gonna do it anyways.
Oh, this could work. You can flash it back and at least untap.
Oh my god, girl, we get it. What is that, 14? Tori.
All right, you gotta block.
This girl. I'm gonna pass. I'm gonna block the big one. All right, I'll pass. Yep, and Tori gains a bunch of life. We kind of had it lost either way. This is so funny. Is it funnier if I pay 2 life? No, we'll just play our normal thing.
All right. Well, there's untapped stuff here, so I don't know.
I will absolutely be dying to the flyer, and Tori takes the win on this one.
I was scared of an erode that wasn't there. Oh, okay, let's see. Sideboarding, what do we want here? I straight up put a Johnny in this deck because he's in this Secrets of Strixhaven story. So, since he's like out with them, and he's like a teacher, I thought that was cute. There wasn't as much flashback as I thought there would be, but there is that one card. I kind of like my deck as is, I'm not gonna lie. I think I want to get rid of... Whoa, not all of them. I want 2 of these. 2 of these. Yeah, I think I want the rest in peace just because there might be some flashback stuff happening. I don't know, I think there's probably more than I got to see in that matchup. I don't really need the charms as much. I mean, I feel like there's not going to be a lot of creatures with power 2 or less in that deck. The Helix isn't doing much for me. I do like putting counters on, but again, I feel like maybe I should plan around. We saw that Lua also had Dig Site inventory, so that's giving me an idea that there might be some flashback stuff. Don't need this at all. This is kind of like in here to deal with a board wipe with Withering Curse. End of the Hunt could be fine, but again, I think we're really okay with just the 4 roads and the 2 charms. I sound like I know what I'm talking about, but I don't. Duress? I'm probably gonna save that for a different matchup.
I feel like as much as I am playing an aggro deck and I want to go fast, that hasn't really been what the luck of the polls have been for me. So I guess we could maybe... I did like boosting this. Exile. We can do some exercising. Destroy target creature, enchantment, or planeswalker. Just controller creates 2 tap tokens. She's not really doing too much with her graveyard yet. Doing a little bit, but I'm not worried about it. I kind of want to play this Voice of Victory to maybe get some more punchies in. I think I'm just gonna play one of them and take out 1 dig site. This is bad, but it's mostly like, I think the dig site is really good. I'm gonna remove 1. I'm just gonna put 1 Voice of Victory in there to maybe like slow down things happening on my turn and maybe get some extra bodies out there. I don't personally think it's worth putting more of them in there. Maybe I'm wrong. That's okay. I don't play a lot of standard. It's probably more proactive to play something like a full play set of cards, but I honestly feel like I didn't get to see a lot of dig site inventory in my deck because I bottomed it and I kind of want to try those cards out. And, you know, Tori was able to buff her stuff a lot, so I think I want to focus on buffing things and maybe making some extra tokens. So Mobilize could be really cool here and also give me a little protection. So I'm only going to slot in one. I have other games today. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, I'm feeling pretty like okay about that. I think the deck itself can be hopefully strong this time. Maybe we'll get to see a fun effect go off. But Tori really was able to just cast all those spells, so we'll see what we can do. I think I'm gonna go for the play first. I think that's what I want to do. Again, a lot of lands. We had our Maestro. Whenever I cast an instant or sorcery spell, I can put a +1/+1 counter on this creature. If 5 or more mana spent to cast that spell, add red mana equals to its power. I think we're gonna still mulligan this. It's a lot of tap lands. Okay, and here's the tap lands again. We'll keep this. I don't really feel like going lower. Erode feels pretty good. Dig site inventory feels pretty good. It's starting to kind of build what we want to do anyways. So I think we'll keep this, and we're gonna put one of the sundown passes on the bottom. We have 3 lands, 3 spells. I think that's great.
Wow, what a good hand. No lands. Easiest no of my life. Oh, you're kidding. Alright, I don't love this hand because it's not really doing anything. Like, we have the Inkwright, which is cool. I have Rest in Peace, which might help me, but I don't think this is really doing anything. My plan is to have to cast this the following turn. But this is also gonna hurt me. Let's mulligan one more time. Oh, it gets worse. Alright, we're keeping 5. We're certainly not going to 4. I want the lands, I want the erode, I want this, I want this. We'll get rid of one of these. We gotta have a plan here. My spells are cheap. We'll see what happens.
All right, game 2. Let's cross our fingers we can get the win so it becomes a really fun even match and that Tori doesn't get all those spells that made her creatures incredibly huge. Crossing our fingers.
We'll go Courtyard, hold up a road in case... Not that anything crazy is coming out in turn 1, but...
Let's go ahead and start. So I'm going to play this Sundown Talus and also pass. All right. Great, no turn 1 plays from Tori. I love that. Noting that this is going to be fine. All right, we have 2 lands. So I think we're just gonna not even bother taking the damage. And we're gonna play our Meredith Conflict.
Is this gonna be, yep. There he is. All right, we're not gonna cast a road yet.
Tori said this card was good. I'm hoping Tori's a little shook. Maybe not shook enough to destroy my creature, but maybe shook enough to, you know, just be a good, oh no. Oh no, she's playing my preview card.
All right, we got our Inkwright out.
Tori said my Meredith Conflict is pretty good, so I'm worried that she's gonna take it out pretty soon. Knowing that she played my preview card, the Informed Inkwright, it's really funny that I also have her preview card, which is a road, in my hand too. I think it'd be very funny to cast it and destroy the creature maybe? Can I play anything else if I do that? I can also do this one and flashback. Okay, let's do pay 2 life. Let's do this.
Oh, it's like that.
That sounds fun. Maybe this is not the correct play pattern of choice, but that is what I'm gonna do. Tori's getting a basic. We're gonna just try and do the dig site, make it a little bit bigger, and maybe that'll be good for me. Okay, we're gonna use that flashback. buff it up a little more. Great. Now we have our lightning bolt effect. Let's go ahead and cast that. Oh, we have no mana for our lightning bolt. I was just so excited. That's okay. We'll still use this to attack Tori, and I'll have 4 damage. I feel like that's pretty good. That's so funny. I was really ready and just excited to get to that point, and
Me.
Oh no.
I get the inkling.
Okay. Yeah. All right. All right, so Tori played Emeritus of Truce. This is also equally good. It's gonna allow her to play a Swords to Plowshares when she gets there. Very scary. So I think we can do 2 damage to any target. I think we're just gonna, I want to hit Tori with this, but I think we're supposed to hit this, pop it off, and then we do have Burst Lightning that we can cast. 2 damage to any target. Let's do that. I don't think we have 4 for that. So we're gonna just go there, and we're gonna just go here, blow up that, and we're just gonna go, we're board wiping and attacking Tori is the plan.
It's my first die. All right, we're gonna play this. Oh, I hate when they make you do this. I'm already at 7, which I hate. But you know what? We're gonna draw another card because we mulliganed.
Okay. All right, now we're kind of on the same playing field. I don't mind that. Let me get a basic planes. I feel like that's great. We'll do that.
It went from taking like a chill 4 to going down to 7. And now I'm gonna go down to like 6. But it's okay. We drew 2 cards. Sometimes that happens. Oh jeez.
I now have no cards in my hand, but you know, if she swings a 4/3 at me, I think that's fine. I could soak up the damage, or rather I could take the damage and still feel pretty good about it because I'm at 16, she's at 6. However, I think she's gonna pump her stuff. I have a good feeling about that. Knowing she has 6 mana available right now, I'm a little terrified. And he's back, the informed Inkwright. Yep, all right, everything's fine.
Put this on the counter here. Draw the card. Target that. You can cast this. This is gonna be better now than this one. I want the Inkling. It's for me.
Oh no. And she's got the Inkling. I think I'm just dead next turn. Lock with a draw. Oh no. I think I'm gonna hold it in my hand to look like I have something. Maybe she'll think she won't fall for the bluff, like she won't call my bluff. No attacks, I'll keep a blocker back.
So now we're gonna have a nice board to match it. Oh! Okay. We're gonna play the Scorn Mage here. Big side inventory. What do I want to have? Vigilance. I know there's flyers in this deck with haste, so we're gonna give one of the birds the vigilance. And we're gonna pop that. We can save this to cast again, but since it's a sorcery, I might just want to try to do as much damage as possible. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 10. But they will get... Oh, they won't get buffed. That's the other one. No, we can. We're good. Put it here. Oh, I guess I'll tap you.
Rip. Defeat. Oh my gosh, Tori, that was so fun. I'm a little bit bummed I didn't have to cast more spells, but I feel like I put my eggs in one basket at the start because I thought that was a pretty cool thing. Get to show off what the deck is supposed to do, put all my punches at Tori, cross my fingers. I maybe should have changed my sideboard a little bit, but I feel pretty good about what the deck was trying to do. And I was really hoping that my Classical Zenith would pull through for me. But that was awesome. I'm gonna claim my tokens over here. Got some coins, my little gold, and yeah, I gotta give it to Tori. That was pretty awesome.
All right, turns out that the duelist is good to just blink other people's stuff right out of there. Never had a problem with the duelist. All right, well, that was super fun to play against Lua. I feel like there's some cards I didn't get to see that were probably in that Lorehold deck that definitely had flashback. I know there's a flashback thing because I know that was big. There's a card called flashback. It has to be in there. So I think it was the right call to have Rest in Peace, even though I didn't even play it. But turns out that the repartee, I looked this up on how to pronounce it. I think it's repartee. I think this is a cool mechanic, and I'm excited to see who my next matchup is against and explore it some more. I'm really enjoying this deck.
What a game. Oh my gosh, Tori, your deck was crazy. I was sitting over here constantly like, well, I don't know if Tori's gonna have a buff. She probably doesn't have one in her hand right now. And the way that your creatures got so big was insane. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I got really nervous at some points because I saw that you had unspent mana and I was like, oh my god, I'm attacking right into removal spell. I know it. I'm waiting for it to come. So I was really on the edge of my seat at some points thinking that you were just going to double erode by big creatures and just, you know, have them take a hike. But it was really scary. But I'm happy to see that the mechanic played off the way it was supposed to.
Yeah, I was really happy that we both got to play each other's preview cards. I was like, Tori doesn't know it. I'm holding an erode in my hand. And so then when you played the Inkright, I was like, oh no, this is really bad for me. But that was really fun. I enjoyed that a lot.
Yeah, me too. I'm definitely going to play this deck again. I think I actually might run it through Arena. It was really, really fun. And it's also my kind of style. Like everything flowed together. It felt like kind of like a limited deck, but still a standard deck at the same time. So I'm really happy with how it turned out.
Yeah, I definitely wish I got to see a little bit more of what the deck could offer, but I feel like the Marinus is like really cool, and having a lot of removal was really nice. It just didn't show up for the times that I needed it to, but otherwise I think the Boros cards in this deck are really fun, and I think this set is super fun. So I am a big Strixhaven girly, and I was really excited to make a deck that featured some of the cards that I enjoyed the most.
Yeah, me too. And if you guys at home are looking to try Secrets of Strixhaven for yourself on Arena, you can download Arena. It's amazing. You can play it on the go. It's on mobile. It's the best way to try out the new cards in the set.